How's it going? Hopefully you're coming over from part one and you're ready to see some awesome RPGs here. Hopefully you've been waiting with bated breath because these are most of these are just absolutely ridiculous awesome. So I'm really excited to show them off, and let's go ahead and jump into it. The first is from a thrift store called Deseret Industries. I don't know, I think they're in Las Vegas, and I know there's some in Utah, but they're $3 each, and I don't normally like going there because they're non-negotiable, and $3 is kind of the max I like to pay for PlayStation 2 games, but I found a couple here that I thought were definitely worth it. Echo the Dolphin, Defender of the Future. Here's a first RPG for you guys. Okaj, Shadow King. If you've never heard of this, it's a very odd, off-the-wall RPG. The artwork's pretty weird, and the gameplay is kind of weird, but it's a goofy story. I've played this a little bit. I actually had this disc. I had a disc-only copy for a while. It's just a goofy game, so I'd really highly recommend it. Check it out. It's a silly story. I think the main character is this little boy, and he's been possessed by the evil king whose name is Stan, and he's trying to rise back to power, and nobody believes that he's this evil king, and so all these other like ghosts and stuff have popped up claiming to be the evil king. So like I said, it's just a goofy story. So I definitely highly recommend it. This one is complete, so it's cool to find it complete. So $3 for any PS2 RPG is probably a good price. And then with those, I picked up a probably my definitely my first Sega Saturn game, Virtua Cop. I have a Sega Saturn, but I don't collect for it. This one is complete, and it has the foam. So this is actually for trade. It's coming apart, but it's fine. It's just old. Everything fits fine. Like I said, this is definitely for trade. So if somebody is looking for Virtual Cop for their Sega Saturn collection, I don't even own any of the stun gun things, so this is definitely for trade. Next is from my favorite pawn store. Unfortunately, none of my friends were there, so I paid their full retail of $2 a piece, which is still a good deal. Um, you can see the hesitance in my voice. $2 is definitely a great price for PlayStation 2 games, especially for the ones I picked out here. I know I can get them for $1 or less there, so it pains me that I picked all these up, especially because 4 of these are duplicates. But I'll go ahead and show them here. I picked up 5 games, and first one is Grand Theft Auto 3, and I have this complete. I picked this one up because it is also complete. Has the manual and the map, which it's hard to find them with the map in there. I actually picked this up because I think Scorpion Slayer 66 was looking for these complete. So here's one complete. So hit me up if that's what you're looking for. The next one is Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. I feel like these are hard to find, or a little bit harder to find. I've found a handful of 1s and 2s here lately. However, mine are all the greatest hits, so I was glad to pick up a black label copy. It is complete also. Another RPG here, Dark Cloud. This one is a duplicate, so this one is definitely for trade. I figured $2 I could find somebody who wants Dark Cloud. Another RPG, Final Fantasy X. Again, this is a duplicate for me. It was $2, so it's complete also. It's got the the man and everything. So if anyone's looking for Final Fantasy X, I have one. So I know what you're thinking. You're like, I hope those aren't the extent of your RPGs. They are not. The first good one in that same lot here is Valkyrie Profile 2. I've only actually seen one other copy of this, and they wanted like 25 for it, which I think is actually a little more than it should be. But anyway, for $2, I definitely was going to pick this one up. This is complete also. So like I said, $2 is a good price for all of these. As I think about it now, I probably should have just paid the $2 for this game, and then tried to go back for those other ones for $1. Especially like for Final Fantasy X, that was really not that expensive of a game anyway. But either way, like I said, $2 is not a bad deal. And so if anyone wants any of those games, those are all for trade. The Baldur's Gate, like I said, I will replace mine, but I think I have a couple greatest hits versions that are complete. So hit me up if anyone needs those. Next uh, is a couple Wii games that I picked up on my way to work. They wanted $5 each, and I talked them down to $4 each. Just two. It is Punch Out, and this one is complete. And I think this one's got the points also. I'll have to give those points out. But and then I picked up Final Fantasy Chocobos Dungeon. This is also a duplicate for me. It is not complete. It's missing the manual, but the disc was in good condition. I figured for $4 I could find someone who wants it. So here's another RPG, Chocobos Dungeon. I have not played this game yet, so I don't know how it is, but like I said, this is a duplicate. So, which brings me to my giant stack here, and I have 14 games, and I think 12 of them are RPGs. When we go through them here, I'll re-verify that, but you will probably not believe this, but I'll go ahead and tell the story first. I found these all at the thrift store on base. I've shopped there a few times before, and they're another place that does not negotiate. And actually, I was a little bit upset with them because I went in there a few weeks ago, and they told me they would make a deal with me. And so I picked out 11 games, and I'm thinking I'm going to get, there were PlayStation 2 games, a couple GameCube games. I think one of them was Wave Race Blue Storm, which I don't know if it's, expensive. I doubt it, but anyway, it was just a game, I don't have yet. So anyway, so I found 10 or 11 games, and I'm thinking here, they'll do $1 for me because normally they're $3 a piece. And so I bring them all up. She goes, okay, let me go see what I can do. And comes back and tells me 25. And I was like, oh, that's too much. And I was like, and I was thinking, $1 a piece. And she's like, oh, no, 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 we can't do that. So I put them all back, and I'd been working really late nights, so I couldn't go anyway. But decided to give them another chance. Uh, so I go in, I ask how much their games are. They tell me they're $3. And I see they have this sign above that says, all white tags are 50% off. So I'm like, oh, are the video games white tags? And she says, no, 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 they're $3 only. I'm like, all right, well, at least I'll go ahead and look. And thank God I looked because this stack is absolutely unbelievable, and I will go ahead and show you them. The first couple are just normal. Sonic Mega Collection Plus. I have this for the GameCube, and I have it for the PS2. So complete. All these games are complete. So, so I just figured $3, that's fine to pick that up. Beyond Good and Evil, I had never heard of this game, but it was with this lot, so I just went ahead and threw it in with it. So I know nothing about this. Gauntlet, Seven Sorrows. I have one or two other Gauntlet games for the PS2, but I didn't have this one yet, so it was cool to find it. Alright, now I believe are all the RPGs, and so 11 of them RPGs. So there's 14 games total. You just saw 3 of them. First one is Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter. Just a game I didn't have yet. I don't know anything about it. I've seen it before, but I don't know if it's good or not. Arc the Lad, End of Darkness. I already have Arc the Lad Twilight Spirits, I think. I think that's what it's called. So cool to find this one. I think these are kind of like action RPG kind of stuff. Dark Cloud 2, which actually this is also a duplicate. So this one is up for trade. Both Dark Clouds are up for trade. So Radiata Stories. This is a game I absolutely love. If you watch my Q&A, I have a nice story about this. But I was borrowing my sister's copy on that, so it's cool to find my own. And again, these are all complete. So if you check out my Facebook page at all, you saw my teaser, and that is Magna Carta. It's in this cool box, and it is complete. I'll go ahead and see if I can open this quickly. We got the game, which is complete, and then the art book and stuff like that, and the map poster. So that was awesome, really, really cool to find. Atlas title. Let's see if I can put this away without ruining the box later. Then we have .hack infection, mutation, outbreak, and quarantine. So all four .hack games. Skies of Arcadia Legends. And the last game is Tales of Symphonia for the GameCube. So 14 games, counting in my head, doing the math, $3 a piece. And of course I'm going to pay $3 a piece. But I'm a little worried. It adds up pretty quickly. And so I go up to the register, and it's a different lady who's ringing them up. But it's a really small place, so that lady was right next to us. The lady who was helping me was right next to us. And so she physically counts the games. I see her with her finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to 14, rings it up and says, 11:35. I have never brought my money out faster. And I had the exact change and everything. It was great. I threw $11 at her so fast and was out that door, and I was expecting like to almost be chased to my car, from the other lady, like, wait, there's a $3 a piece. So I bought, just a quick recap here. I bought all these games, all these super amazing RPGs for $11.35. So I am extremely proud of myself, and I already told Keith and Retro Rewinder, and so I had to tell someone. So I'm very, very happy. Some awesome games there. Just to do a quick recap for you guys, because some of these are for trade. Let's see if I can get them out quickly. Dark Cloud 2 is for trade. Chocobos Dungeons for trade. Final Fantasy X. Dark Cloud. Grand Theft Auto 3. And Virtual Cop. And if somebody really wants, they can probably talk me out of that Sonic Mega Collection Plus too. So thank you for watching part 2. I hope you were excited to see all these RPGs as I was. I didn't think I would ever see those, especially for that price. So very, very happy to have those and add them to the collection. Thank you for checking out this videos. I probably will not be making one next week because I leave out of town on Friday morning. So I don't know how much game chasing I'll do before then either, but I'll probably be 2 weeks. So definitely check out Gamer Emporium again from my trade video in the first one, and hope to see you here in a couple weeks. Thanks.